Hello, hello. Have I started? Yes, I have. So, happy November. Everyone get through Halloween okay? Everybody all right? Everyone except the pumpkins? Let me just, it's been so long since I've been on here, forgetting everything I'm supposed to do. So, I guess that noise might have been my Twitch thing saying I'm online. But I noticed that it doesn't actually tell me anymore. Like when I only follow a couple people, but I never get, yeah, it didn't even say this was on Twitch too. So I guess, and I know there's been some changes at Twitch. I haven't really had a chance to keep up with all of them. So I'm just checking this out. Okay, so if I put this on the chat room, okay, that might be it. Mobile live dashboard. Okay. Nothing's changed in this department. Um, you might notice that my picture's a little better because I got a new webcam a month or so ago. So that definitely helps. I hope it helps. I know it helps me to see that I look clearer to you. So hopefully you enjoy the new look. I don't even have any lights on except for the little lamp over there. Um, I know I'm umming a lot because I'm not used to being online again. It's been so long. Okay, so I have the chat window up so I could see it here and there. And I disconnected from chat. At any rate, so I'll put this over here. Guess I'll turn the TV off since I don't need it. Have the sound off anyways, but and I will it's got to fuss with some wires down here so that I don't unplug everything in the middle of what we're doing. Okay, make sure I keep my okay, so this so I don't roll over it with my chair, right? So I know there's been some changes on Twitch. I haven't had a chance to really look at them yet. So, and I'm sure some of them affect me, like where I even post. So I put this in real life because that's what I used to have it in. And then I put some tags such as fortune teller, writer, editor. No, I don't think I had editor. Put writer and some other things just so people can find me. Now, so it's November 1st. Sorry, I'm just trying to, I guess, I'll put this over here. So I have it hooked on, right? Yeah, so that should be good. Yeah, so hello. I had a super busy few months. Those of you who are regulars or used to be regulars before I fell off the radar, yeah, we had really bad heat waves here in Toronto in the summertime, and so that's one way I fell off. It was just too hot to deal with anything. It was too hot to cope. It was really, really a tough time, really, It was. I know in Montreal, 50 people died or something, so, it's no joke, these heat waves. So, and then, yeah, I came on a couple times, but it seems like I always had something at noon, and my little thing is that, it's lunchtime tarot card reading, so I was never sure whether to come on other times. I think I did come on another time once, but I got really busy, not necessarily earning money, but just all these things happening at once. I have done a lot more background work in the past few months than I have in my entire life. I think they are shooting a lot of shows in Toronto. So it's been kind of interesting, the shows I've been on. Background work is, it's easy but hard because you really are just sitting for many, 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 many hours, all the hours, just sitting and waiting for your turn. So it's a great way to meet new people. And for me, I usually go with a couple of books and some, I'm a writer, so I'm always working on something, but I never even get anything open because I start talking to people. And for me, a large part of that job is just socializing because I don't see a lot of people in my day to day life because I'm a writer. I'm in my apartment all day by myself, or if a couple of other jobs I have where again I'm not talking to people because they're solitary jobs where I'm just working by myself. I don't really see anyone. So, and even when I do patient acting, I'm not really socializing, so I'm just lying in a hospital bed and people come in and, do their exams on me and then off I go. So again, it's not a very social job. You can't really interact with people as people. You just do your job and leave. So background work is entertaining and interesting on those levels where you have so much downtime while you're waiting to be called to set, or at least in most cases, that you really do get to know other people, and you meet the most interesting people because you got to be crazy to do background work. So, there's a lot of writers and artists and wannabe actors, and then you branch off a lot of nurses, which I find interesting because I do the patient acting with nurses. A lot of just people from all walks of life. People who are retired, people who are, so they're at the end of their lives, looking for something to do. Then there's young kids who are just starting their lives and looking for, little things to do while they go to school or try to figure out their lives. And but most people who do background work aren't really aspiring to be an actor, full-time actor, because it's not really the route you go. I guess I'm starting a lecture on background work today until someone wants a tarot card reading. If you want a tarot card reading, all you have to do is ask. You just have to ask. All you do is go to the little chat, you type in, hey, hi, just say, please give me a tarot reading, or please pull a card for me. And how the tarot readings work, I'm sure if you come here, you probably already know. How it works is just I give you one card of the day. So it's like a message of the day. It's not a full tarot reading. You can come get tarot readings from me on Fiverr, or you can go through my Tarot Pass, or even just email me for rates. Pop me a message on Twitch even if you can't find all my other information. And I can give you a full reading, lots of details. But here, for the purposes of this channel, I just pull one card and we talk about it a bit and get on with our lives. Anyways, so I just thought I'd interject that for anyone who might be lurking. I can't tell at all if anyone's watching. And I know the videos play later, so if you're watching this video at a later time, then next time you see me online, just pop in, type in the chat, hey Sephra, please give me a tarot card reading, and then you get one. It's free. And it's a service I give to people here on Twitch as I build my business. And I do believe a lot in volunteer work and helping others. So since I don't actually get paid to be here unless you choose kindly to donate to me through PayPal, it's volunteer work. I'm just helping you out for the day. Nothing nefarious, nothing crazy. Yeah, so with background work, so how it works, if you're in a big city, you probably can sign up too. So all you need, let's see, I'm just making sure everything's working. Everything looks pretty stable. Duration fade. Because they've changed some things here on Twitch, as I've mentioned before, so I'm just making sure that things are there. But if you want a tarot card reading, all you have to do is say hello in the little chat and I'll pull some cards for you. In the meantime, I was kind of talking about adventures in background acting. So if you live in a city, all you have to do is Google background agents and see if there's one in your city. Like I'm in Toronto. Oh, the music changed. So I'm in Toronto, and we are booming. Like just like I walked out my door a couple days in a row, like last night on Halloween, and then the night before, film crews all up and down the street. And of course, whenever I see that, I go, I didn't get called. I have yet to get called for background work in my neighborhood, but they're always shooting in this part of town. Because I'm not like right downtown Toronto. I'm in just sort of West End, so there's a lot of crews around, and maybe it's the same crew, and maybe they use the same spot over and over for specific scenes on specific shows. I'm not sure. I couldn't figure out what the show was last night. I walked by, but I didn't really look at all the trucks carefully to see what show it might have been. But last week, I myself did 2 nights night shoots. Those are rough because you're up all night. I did 2 night shoots last week on What We Do in the Shadows. It's coming out as a TV show. If you saw the movie, now it's a TV show. So I did 2 nights on that. And so, to give you an example of how the days or nights or just the length of your employment time on a background shoot might be, is my call time last Wednesday was 2 in the afternoon, and then I worked until 5 in the morning and got home around 6 because I took the streetcar. So that was an example of that's a shoot. That is a shoot. That's a shoot schedule. So 2 in the afternoon to 5 in the morning. It's not unusual. My agent is a good agent in the sense that he does prepare us psychologically for how long a shoot might go. Whereas sometimes you get to set and you'll see people and they don't have a clue. Their agent hasn't told them anything, or maybe they just didn't listen. I'm never quite sure because I think most agents want their clients informed. So they'll get sent out to a shoot and they think they're there for 4 hours. I've never been to a shoot for 4 hours. And then, it's like, nah, you'll be here for 12. And I always tell new people, because there's always a lot of new people, because it's very I often get called for like the big cattle calls. Like I'm usually on sets where there's, anywhere from 20 to 500 of us. Those are the jobs I get, I guess, because I'm older and just hanging out. So with that, I try to educate the newbies that like just psychologically think whenever you get that phone call, you're there for, you're there for at least 12 hours. Anything less is a bonus. Anything more is, well, that's showbiz, right? And I don't even say it's a bonus because we get paid by the hour. So for me, when I just want to be there. I'll be there 20 hours. Well, I think the longest I've ever done was probably last week. I don't think I've ever been more than 15 or 16 hours, though I have heard other people have gone way, 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 way longer. But that's, their thing. And so that's why it's not for everyone. So even though it's an easy job, it is stamina because it can be stressful because you are supposed to stay in the background holding room, as they call it, and you're not supposed to go anywhere. So it can get really crowded if there's a couple hundred of you. So you have your little chair, and that's why you end up talking to people instead of getting your work done because you're very crowded in, and it's hard. Even if you have like your headphones and stuff, it can be pretty crowded and pretty crazy to try and get anything done at all. Sorry, I'm just gonna see what that is because I don't think anyone's watching anyways. All right. So, anyways, enough about background work. I mean, I'm happy to talk about it more if anyone wants to know more about it, want to ask questions, how to sign up, what do you need to do, what kind of pictures do you send in, and so on. Um, but I can't really talk specifically about shows I've been on and what I've done because we do sign non-disclaimer agreements, and also it just takes the fun out of the show if we talk about what's coming up on the shows, right? So, anyways, some of you may know that I now have a horoscope column on Romance Daily News. And maybe I'll try and type that. I'm not sure. Okay. So every week I write horoscopes for Romance Daily News, and they are written reports. They're not it's not video. And I'm gonna get back to doing some video. Romance Daily News. Gonna get back to doing more stuff on YouTube. Where's the .com? .com. Okay, let's see if that works. I'm not positive that actually. Why doesn't it send? Send. Send? No? Yes? Send? What's happening? Is it because it's a website? Did it go? No. Am I not allowed to type in my own chat? Is this what's happening? Oh my god. Disconnected from chat. Activity feed. Oh boy. Okay, well, since nobody's here yet, I'm gonna try and fuss the other. I can't get this posted on my little Twitch thing. I don't know why. Maybe I never could. Anyway, so I write horoscopes at romancedailynews.com. And so when the front page comes up, okay, I'm just gonna try, bear with me while I try to pull up the browser here. I'm not sure if all hell is going to break loose. But so on Romance Daily News, when you type in to the main page, the front page of Romance Daily News will have kind of a general overview horoscope that I've done. And then you can click on each sign, and each sign has a little report for what's happening. Wow, that's my browser's coming up super slow, so I'm wondering if everything's okay with the stream. Guess I'll find out in a minute. Whoa, super slow. I have lots of things to talk about, but I'm just trying to stay focused on one idea at a time. So right now, I'll go to Romance Daily News. Wow, super slow. Maybe my channel's being slow too. Maybe you can't see me. I don't know because I can't see myself right now. I'm just waiting for the browser to come up. It's still spinning, spinning wheel. Da, 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 da. Talk about your troubles and ride a painted pony. Okay, so one thing that's sorry. Okay, so I have Romance Daily News popping up, which reminds me that I have a special going on Udemy. I have now 3 courses on Udemy. Um, and so on my horoscopes for this week, I'm going to go over to my Twitch channel to try and post the link. On my horoscopes for this week, I have a coupon for my brand new Udemy course I just launched a couple days ago, and it's Learn How to Read Tarot Cards, and it's for anyone. If you already know how to read tarot cards, or if you don't have a clue how to read tarot cards, this is the course for you. Okay, so there's Romance Daily News. So there's the link to go get your weekly horoscope. And so bookmark that link because I do put up fresh horoscopes every week for Romance Daily News. Romance Daily News is a company, and it used to be Romance Times, I believe, and now it's Romance Daily News. And I'm the in-house astrologer. Now I see myself talking, lagging a minute after I'm talking. Okay, so I just want to put this coupon code up for you too. So why not? Why not put up this coupon code? So if you click on this coupon code, how can I do it? This will give you a huge discount on the course on learning how to read tarot cards. Let me just double check it goes where it needs to go. Read tarot, learn to read tarot cards. Yes, there it is. Uh-oh. I just put some things on hooks in my kitchen, the little adhesive hooks, and I hear them falling off the wall now. Okay, so if you click that link, you're not committed to anything, but it will take you to my brand new course called Learn to Read Tarot Cards, and it's a coupon. So if you sign up from that point, it's a coupon. The course is $179 regularly, and this coupon is for, let me just double check, because I can't remember. This particular coupon, you get that course for, dun dun dun. Sorry, I'm still looking around. And if you want a tarot card reading, just say hello in the chat and say please pull a card. This is why I'm here. So I'm just screwing around till somebody asks me something. Yes. So the coupon that I just posted in the link on chat for my brand new course on Udemy is for $9.99. So you can get that course that costs $179 for only $9.99 if you click that little link. So that's my brand new course. I have 3 courses on Udemy now. Yeah, I'm turning this off so I can not be distracted by all this browsing and stuff. But so I have 3 courses. So this new one is, okay, I'm turning all the browsers off, so hopefully everything is going to run better. So the very first course I ever put up, I think I talked about on here once. Okay, I'm back. So if you want to ask a question, or you have any questions about you want a tarot card reading, which is why you're here, I'm sure, just say hello in the little chat and I can give you a tarot message of the day. It's 1 card message of the day. I'm not going to make you cry. Yeah, so my courses on Udemy, the very first course I ever did was write a short story using tarot cards, and with that one you don't need to know anything about tarot cards at all. All you have to do is just follow the guidelines of the course. Then I did a course on So You Want to Be a Horror Writer, and so it's a basic writing course, and then I tell you a bit about how to break into the horror markets as opposed to just regular markets. And then now this new course that I just put the coupon up for you that you could take for $9.99 with the regular price is $179. This one's about learn to read tarot cards, and I have it in mind for beginners, so people who just, picking up a pack of cards and not too sure. So I don't get into huge details on the cards. I was going to at first, like really in depth, every single card, but I thought, people are busy these days and they don't have a lot of time. People want to know what they want to know. So if you're doing a learn to read tarot cards, it's better if we learn, you pick up a card, you can look at it, you understand it a bit. And then and with the idea being you can run your own tarot business and make some money part-time, reading fortunes for other people. And it's nothing magic, it's actually just like reading a book. It's a skill, as in, you can read a book, if you can read a language. The tarot cards are just another language with pictures and numbers and stuff. So the course I just posted is a very basic beginner's course, that anyone can take, anyone can learn. You just need a pack of cards, but you don't even need that because nowadays you can Google the cards on the internet and look at them and study them. But if you actually want to be a tarot reader when you grow up, you need a pack of cards to do it with people, right? Certainly you can use playing cards, but then you don't get the benefit of what's called the major arcana. So yeah, so this tarot card course is meant for the beginner in mind, but also for the professional, for the person who's been reading tarot for 20 years as well, may get some benefit from the course, because everyone teaches differently, everyone approaches the cards differently. So the way I'm teaching it is a lot of just basic facts, like facts about the cards, in the sense that I don't get into the history. I'm going to do that in another course. I'll get in more about the history and all that stuff. But these cards, it's like, yeah, you learn about the wands. Wands are career cards. Ambition, enthusiasm, charisma. They're the fire signs and so on and so forth. And so you just kind of get into things like that. I go a little bit into crystals and stuff, not a lot. I'm thinking about doing a house magic course based on the book I wrote. It was published in 2001. It's one of the first books I ever wrote. It's one of the only non-fiction books I've ever written. And I did really well, and it just went out of print a few years ago. But I was thinking I might build a course around house magic, the Good Witch's Guide to Bringing Grace to Your Space, because it has a lot of fun things in it. That's not much to do with tarot cards, but just with um, organizing your life. It's hard talking for half an hour by myself. Well, it is, but it isn't. I am a talker. We all know that. But if you want a tarot card reading, just type in the chat, hey, hi, tarot card reading, please. Oh, my coffee's really cold because it's in the window. Now, if any writers happen to come by, because, this video does get posted, so even though no one's looking right now, as far as I can tell, um, people may look later on. So, right now, if you're a writer of any kind, whether you're a poet, a novelist, a short story writer, comic book writer, whatever, there's a contest that starts today called NaNoWriMo, and it's been around for, I don't even know, many years, many years, maybe 10, maybe 20. Um, the idea with this NaNoWriMo, National Novelist Writing Month. I think that's what it stands for. So basically, it's kind of a contest or an encouragement or a discipline to write a novel in a month. And it's very possible because I've done it. I haven't done it I haven't written novels in a month through this contest, but I have written novels in a month for deadlines and money. So I have done it a couple times, so it can be done. The short novels, and and of course, that's just pounding out the first draft and then getting everything in order and set up and stuff. So what you might want to do if you ever wanted to write anything is maybe sign up for this, because the idea is if you write, I think it's something like 1,666. I mean, it's like 666, right? But if you write about 1,600 words a day, then at the end of 1 month, or at least the month of November, because of the amount of days in the month, you will have 50,000 words, and therefore your novel, you have a full novel. It's not considered a full novel by some publishers. Some publishers would call that a novella, other publishers would call that a full novel. At any rate, you have a big chunk of book, and you have a full book, you have a complete story by the end of the month. And the idea is you just pound out those words. You just type, 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 type. You're not trying to do super works of art and stuff like that. You're just trying to get words on the paper so you can get the ideas from your mind to your fingers to the paper and get it done. Then ideally, after November's over, you go back through this work you've pounded out and you edit it. You'd make a second draft, third draft, fourth draft, however you write. My very first book I ever wrote, I did 10 drafts of. The first book I ever had published, I should say, not wrote. I've written many books and they're not all published. The very first book I ever had published, I did something like 10 drafts over several years, and it took a few years to get published. This was back in the 90s. Um, but, so if you do the NaNoWriMo, and hey, you can ask me questions about that with the tarot cards. And hey, am I going to get it done? What should I do? What energy should I use? We pull a card and learn more about your characters, which is like my course I was talking about, write a short story using tarot cards. You could use it towards a novel too. It's writing prompts. Using tarot cards as writing prompts to get stuck. So when it comes to this contest, or writing in general, some people are outliners. They outline everything, they outline their book, and they have a synopsis that they're going to follow for the month so they don't get lost and on a wild goose chase. Some people may just have like an idea of the book, they might have a title. Some people may have an actual, and maybe they spend the first few days of this contest working through their outline. They spend an hour or two figuring out where each chapter's going and what's got to happen, who are the characters, what's the plot, what's the conflict, and things like that. And that's what you need to figure out or understand within yourself, is what's interesting and what's not. Some things are totally interesting to the writer because we're the ones writing and it's our idea and we get all caught up in stuff. So this contest is a good way to write through a lot of stuff that people may not be as interested in, or you get it out of your system. Because as a lot of you may know, people who stumble across this channel who know me as a writer, you also know I'm an editor, and I do developmental editing for people. I still do it, so if you need editing, just come to me. And as an editor, I can help you determine whether you're just on a big bullshit trail or if you're actually revealing interesting facts about your character's world or your character's personality and so on, with regard to what's happening in your story. So when you're writing those words for this contest this month, just write. Don't second guess. Just write them. And then at the end of the month, when you've hit your 50,000 words, That's when you can go back and throw stuff out. So just really, this particular way of writing is for people just to get the momentum going, especially for people who aren't used to writing long pieces of work. It really is an encouragement to just go, because you figure a short story, and that's like the last couple of years I've been writing short stories just to try and you know uh, play with some different ideas in a short form, so I'm not as committed to those ideas as I am in a novel. And so you figure a short story is about 3 to 5,000 words. So theoretically, in this contest, you can write a short story within 3 days. But you might have the words out, but it may not be a complete story, right? And that's where the editing and thought comes in. But like I said, don't second guess yourself in this contest during this month in November. Just go, 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 go. And write those words. Just pound those words out on the page. Get them out, get them done, and see where it's gonna go. So you may have an outline, and you may be following your outline very specifically, or you may be writing without an outline, and that's fine too. But don't be surprised if by the end of it you're not sure what happened or how to tie it all up. Most people start a book with some vague idea of what the story they're trying to tell, and they may already know the ending somewhat, so it's just a matter of getting there and what are the adventures, what are the threads to get to that final point in the story. And that's where a lot of fun and exploration can come in, and that's why some people don't like to outline, because they feel like a lot of the fun is taken out of the exploration of the characters and stuff. And often what happens when you're writing a book, whether you have an outline or not, you'll find that minor characters have more to say than you thought they did, and then other minor characters you thought were going to say a lot actually turn out not to have much to say at all. So that's that. So, at any rate, I have to get my words done for the day before I can continue on with other things. And I haven't seen anyone asking for a tarot card reading. And like I said, I haven't been on in a very long time, a few weeks. I'm not even sure if this is going out. I'm not sure. It looks like the green line's pretty solid. So hopefully, um, this is recording. So you see the recording, and then you can come back. So I'm gonna try and stay on track with my lunchtime tarot card readings, Mondays to Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time. I'm trying very hard to try to do that, but of course, as like the last couple weeks, I had exams at the college. I was doing background work for TV, and this is, then I was out of town in Niagara Falls, at Frightmare at the Falls last weekend. This weekend I'll be at Horrorama in Toronto. So, it's been busy because, being a horror writer, the fall is a busy time of year for us. But just as a working person, just like a lot of you work, well, all of you work, that's why you're not here at lunchtime. So now you can put into your schedule to pop in for a lunchtime tarot card reading. Just pop in for a minute. Just ask for your message and pop out. We got that going really well for a few months there, and then I'm the one who fell off track, and because I got too busy, I got too hot with the heat wave. It was unbearable, and the heat wave continued into September, and it was just unbearable to sit here at the computer. But of course, the old camera, I looked even worse because I was so sweaty and shiny. This new camera is a little more forgiving. So maybe I could do tarot readings when I'm dying of heat stroke. It's hard to say. But let's see. So I've been on for 40 minutes. No one's asked me a question. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not have the right codes up yet either. But I know a lot of you, you gave up. It's like she's never coming back. But I'm back, honest to God. Especially with winter. I hate winter so much. When the cold comes, I will be here because I'm not going outside unless I have to work. And I do dog walking. That was part of the problem too. Is I had some dog walking clients at noon. for a few times as well, because when people hire me for dog walking, it's usually because they're not home for lunch, and then I have to go do it then. So also too, now that I'm getting back in the swings of it, and I really like my new webcam, I'm going to maybe if I miss the lunchtime, I'll come on later in the day. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay? I'm holding my citrine. I passed this around in Niagara Falls. I did a in Niagara Falls this past weekend at Frightmare in the Falls. I did a workshop on divination, tools of divination, and I left the tarot cards for last because I'm always talking about tarot. You know, I'm on here every day, or when I was on every day, and now I will be again, talking about the tarot cards and each card and what they mean and what they do. So I spent more time talking about other things such as gemstones. So I was talking about citrine. So I passed this stone around so people could feel how, over the years as I use it, it's really gotten worn in to my own hand, how I hold it and rub it, and so on. I passed around my crystal ball, my big, heavy, huge crystal ball. People got to see that ball, and I told them the story of how I came about to have it, which I've told on here before, some old recording, I'm sure. I'm not sure if I have any recordings up anymore, because I think they take them down at some point. Yeah, so I passed around my citrine that I love. I passed around my rose quartz and a regular quartz. Ooh, can you see things in the quartz? I don't have lights on today, so it's darker. And then the Moldavite, I've shown you all these stones before, but this Moldavite, you know, it's a meteor from outer space. It's like a connection to another world. So, anyways, I'll be back tomorrow unless I get called in for work. I'm planning to be here tomorrow at noon. So come on by and get a tarot card reading 'cause that's what I'm here for. And don't forget to use that coupon code because it expires on the 5th. So that coupon code's only good till the 5th. All right? Okay. We will talk to you soon. Have a fantastic November 1st. I'm going to the pumpkin parade later on. Down the street, they have the Mimico Pumpkin Parade. I've gone almost every year. And what happens is everyone brings their Halloween pumpkins to this park. Um, and then they light them all up. So there's like hundreds. I think they said there was like 800 and something pumpkins last year in this specific park. I used to live next door to that park. Now I don't. It's like 3 or 4 miles away, so I have to get in the car and look. And then I have to go to work tonight after I do that. But it's cool and cute. I did write a story about the pumpkin parade for Cemetery Dance in their October Dreams anthology. I think it's October Dreams too. And I did write about the pumpkin parade and the ritual of these pumpkins and how it's kind of sad. They're all excited that they get to, be all lit up again, and then they get thrown into the trash compactor at the end of it. That's what it's for. It's a recycling program. But in the meantime, you get to see all the pretty pumpkins lit up and screaming and going, "No, it's." Anyways, so if you have pumpkin parades in your town, they're a lot. It's really cool to see all those pumpkins all lit up, all in a row, like hundreds of them. So go check it out if you have one in your city. Anyways, have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.